Welcome back to the Trade Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about imbalance. Imbalance. What is imbalance? In the forex market, we have the buyers pushing the price up and we have the sellers pushing the price down. So the forex market doesn't move in a straight line. We have price going up, coming down, going up, coming down, forming series of orders in order to push price up. So that means we have both buyers pushing the price up and sellers pushing the price down. Buyers pushing the price up and sellers pushing the price down. We have both buyers and sellers both in an uptrend and in a downtrend. But what makes it an uptrend is when we have more buyers being able to push the price further. Though we might have sellers, but when we have more buyers being able to push the price further away, so making the price to jump up. So that means in an uptrend, this is an uptrend, we have both buyers and sellers. So when we have more of the buyers pushing the price up and no sellers, that means there is imbalance in the market. When we have just more buyers and no sellers, that means imbalance will likely occur in the market. And wherever we have imbalance, we should know that price will likely come to fill up that imbalance. Now, how do we identify an imbalance on our chart? We always make use of 3 candles. This is our first candle. This is the wick. This is the body. And this is another wick. The wicks should always overlap the next candle. So this is the next candle. Let's say it's a bullish market. You can see the candle wick overlap the opening price here. So the next one, let's say this is the next one, you can see the candle wick overlaps here. So there is no imbalance. But by the time we start having this that means the market left an imbalance. How? Look at this gap. This is our first candle. This is our second candle. This is our third candle. From this wick, look at the gap. Look at where this wick, the third candle. Looking at this third candle, look at where the wick stopped. That means the candle left between from this first one to the third one, there is a gap. This is the first candle, this is the second candle, and this is the third candle. So from the first candle, look at the wick, drag it. You can see, then drag the third candle. You can see the space. The candle wick could not overlap the second one. Okay, so this left an imbalance. Okay, let me show you a balanced candle. You can see how this wick overlaps each other. These wicks overlap this candle, then this one overlaps this. So, but the other one when you look at this, look at the space. This wick could not overlap this one. Had it been this wick is long like this, then there is no imbalance. But for now, we have imbalance. We have it here. This place is imbalance. So, and it needs to be filled. So let's go to a live example. Take a look at this. From this candle, you can see the wick overlaps the whole of this candle, and this wick overlaps the next one. This wick overlaps the next one. So there's no room for imbalance. Now let me show you where we have imbalance. Now look at this. We always make use of 3 candles. This is the first candle, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Look at the wick. Always look at the first one and the third one. Look at the first candle, the wick. Then mark the third one. Look at the wick. You can see the little space there. This is an imbalance that needs to be filled. So let me take my rectangle tool and grab that zone. My rectangle tool and grab that zone. You can see the zone. You can see how price came back to retest there before finally doing what? Pushing up. You can see before finally pushing up. So let's go to another example. Take a look at these 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. Let me zoom it. 1, 2, 3. Look at the wick of the first one. Drag it. And the wick of the third one. Drag it. You can see the little space. This is what we call imbalance. So that whenever price comes back to test that zone, that was why I marked that zone with my yellow highlight. Whenever price comes back to test that zone, you see price going up. So we'll talk about this more in the next video. Let's check another pair, Euro USD. Looking at this, the first candle, second, and the third. Mark the first one, then mark the third one. Look at the space. This is what we call imbalance. So whenever price comes in the future to test that zone, what do you see? We see price going back up. So we use this almost all the time. Look at this. The first, second, and the third. I was able to mark out the first candle, the wick, then the third one. We can see the imbalance there. So whenever price comes back in the future to test that zone, we see price pushing up. This is for a bullish imbalance. Now for a bearish imbalance, we can see, look at this, 1, 2, 3. What I always say, make sure you grab the first wick and the third wick. Look at the space. That was why I marked it with yellow highlight. So we expect price to come back and test that zone. After testing the zone, what happens? We see price selling. This is the concept of imbalance.